Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to get ready to cook some dinner. People are asking about cooking segments. Well, tonight, I'm just cooking leftovers almost. But yeah, got my stuff right here. Got some pork chops and some potatoes and some green beans, and we're going to put them on our grill. And we got our Blackstone going. This is a temporary table. I've got a new table coming in this week. Will be here on Amazon. I don't have enough space right now to put everything down like this tray I'm holding in my hands or just store things. So we're going to see here. Let me set this on here, and we got some just potatoes we got from Roadrunner Market. What is it? $5.66 for 2 potatoes. Pork chops, and going to throw them on the grill. I think there's 2 in there. Yeah, there's 2. So we're just going to cook both of those. I'll have one tonight, one tomorrow night. Let's see here. Break them apart. There we go. They cook them on the grill. There we go. That looks like pretty decent looking pork chops. And then I got some potatoes I cooked the other night, so we're going to reheat these. These are just regular old potatoes cut up. So, whoops, get my napkin off there. My water absorption tool here. There you go. And I'm going to put something else on. I'm going to put my green beans right on the grill. I haven't done that. This is the second time I've used this grill. So, heck, why not? I think it's turned all the way down. There you go. Looks like a pretty decent little meal. And then what I'll do is I'm just going to put a little bit of this seasons. I just put seasoned salt. That's what pretty much I basically use on everything, just to give it a little bit of flavor. A little bit of everything. Yeah, cover everything with it. What's it got in it? Anyway, it's got a bunch of spices in it. Garlic, onion, celery, paprika, and salt. There you go. So that's what I use. We'll let that cook for a minute, and we'll be right back. Yeah, this will come in handy. This is the only table I have right now, so we'll get this is another one that's on its way. So I'm having to carry things. Let me check over these pork chops. They should cook. Oh yeah, they cook pretty quick. Got my spatula from my potatoes. This is going to come in handy especially when I get back to Utah, because I can, with the grill and the cover, I can cook outside and keep all the heat from being inside the bus. Same way down here. Just keep the heat out of the bus. And this is open. I'll show you around here real quick. Put my stuff down. Show you what it looks like. And this is the tent cover that I put up last night, and it's just basically, I got 4 sides open, 3 sides there, and I got these 2 sides covered over here just for the sun from beating down on me so it don't burn up. But outside we'll kind of walk around. I got my ratchet straps down. I just put 3 of them in here, one over there, and one on the other side. And that's the outside cover. So that's going to be pretty waterproof too, because the way it's made, the top overlaps the sides, and then the sides overlap the bottom. So any water should run off. But we're in the desert, we won't have too much water. We'll find out when it does rain and see how that goes. But yeah, I think there's another flap that goes over the door if I need it. But yeah, that's going to be handy. And like I said, this is going to be handy because, not for like cooking and different things, but fingers crossed, in case if I get back to somewhere and I happen to be in a tent for another few months. Pretty nice tent. I can stand up in it. It's got 10 by 10. I can move around. I can, put the bed down here and all the stuff I had in my other tent in Utah. So hopefully, like I said, fingers crossed, we don't have to use this as a living quarters, just as a outside den. So let me get cooking. Be right with you guys in just a couple minutes. You can hear that stuff cooking. Listen. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, my new table is going to be like twice that size with 2 wings on the side. So it's going to be really, really nice to get it in operation and a place I can put my utensils and stuff. But like I said, oh yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. Won't be long. Like I said, this is already pre-cooked. This is pretty much just heat and eat. Just had to cook the pork chops. So let's get cooking. We're going to get eating. And here's the star of the show. You want some dinner? Here, I tell you what. Here you go. Come here. He loves potatoes, so I get potatoes. And he likes green beans. And I do wash my fingers off when I get done. So I got a little side area for him to eat off of. Gets a few things. But he does like potatoes. Just regular old cut potatoes with a little bit of butter on them. I think they're good for dogs. I know beans and stuff are because they're inside their dog food, some of it. You want a piece of meat too? Okay, here we go. I'll just give you all the stuff so I can wash my fingers. There you go. He does like human food, don't you? Was that good? Well, we're going to go for a walk after dinner, but first, I got to do the dishes. All right. Looks like the dishes are done. Well, now it's time to go for a walk in the desert for dinner time, for evening time, before the sun goes down. And don't worry, Zen just does a pre-wash. I do the real dishwashing in the sink with soap and water, etc. Now he's finishing up some dog food. He's on his second bowl. So he's finished that out, and I'll make him another one in just a moment. I think he's about through with that one. Are you done? I guess so. He's cleaned out both bowls and 2 bowls of water. Yep, I'll put some more food in it for later if he wants it. There's another bowl for him. I built that stand for him last year, so he didn't have to bend down as far to eat. Didn't hurt his neck that way, so it works pretty good. I just got to remember to take the water out when I leave. If not, that winds up everywhere. So let's get on our walk and hit the desert. Are you ready? Okay. Let's grab his leash and we'll get him out of here. Another beautiful day. Upper 80s. Low, it was the mid 50s last night. So it's going to start cooling down. I got a few more days of 80s, and then after 3 or 4 more days, it's going to be in the 50s at night, which is going to be great. Got a few clouds, so we might have a decent sunset. We'll see in just a few minutes when the sun goes down. And the time did change, but here in Arizona, time does not change. They do not follow daylight savings time, so it stayed the same for me. I didn't gain an extra hour of sleep, and I don't lose an hour of sleep in the fall or the spring. Zen's got to do his perimeter check, make sure everything smells good. We can sit down on the job now. Yeah, we're going to walk some more. Maybe. He's being a little stubborn tonight. He's not walking. He's just sitting back there by the bush. And that was a short walk. Zen decided to sit down and didn't want to move, but wanted to come back, so here we are. He does that once in a while. If he doesn't want to walk, he'll just stop and wait for me to return, then he'll get up and walk on. But there's the bus and the new tent in our camp area. Going to work out pretty good. Work out good, I hope. What are you doing? Make yourself a soft bed? Okay. I guess he's going to rest there for a while. And the grill, when I get ready to leave or go somewhere, I'll put the grill back in the bus, so I won't be leaving it here, even with the tent. The tent you can't secure, but I'll put it in the bus and take it with me. We'll see what kind of sunset we're getting tonight. It's starting to look a little bit colorful. And usually every evening when I sit out here, right to the right of where the sun's going down, there's usually 2 or 3 jets that fly over. I guess they're coming out of LA and they're flying somewhere to the east. But it seems like they're on a schedule. And then I can look up straight ahead and I can see a couple of jets flying to the west, like they're going to LA. So it's kind of interesting to sit here and watch the world move around you while you're just sitting here watching the sun go down. There's one right on time, right there. And there's another one right there on their schedule.